Hare Krishna devotees, the shloka for today is shloka number 29 of chapter 7. Jara marana mokshaya
Jara marana mokshaya
mamashritya yatantiye
Mamashritya yatantiye
te brahma tadviduh kritsnam
Te brahma tadviduh krishnam
adhyatmam karma chakhilam.
Adhyatmam karma chakilam.
Word for word meaning and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jara,
Jara,
from old age.
from old age.
Marana,
Marana,
and death.
and death.
Mokshaya,
Mokshaya,
for the purpose of liberation.
for the purpose of liberation.
Mam,
Mam,
me.
me.
Ashritya,
Ashritya,
taking shelter of.
taking shelter of.
Yatanti,
Yatanti,
endeavor.
endeavor.
Ye,
Te,
all those who.
all those who.
Te,
Te,
such persons.
such persons.
Brahma,
Brahma,
Brahman,
Brahman,
Tat,
but
actually that.
actually that.
Viduhu,
Viduhu,
they know.
they know.
Kritsnam,
Krishnam,
everything.
everything.
Adhyatmam,
Adhyatmam,
transcendental.
transcendental.
Karma,
Karma,
activities.
activities.
Cha, also.
Also.
Akhilam,
Akhilam,
entirely.
entirely.
Translation: intelligent persons
Intelligent persons
who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death
who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death
take refuge in me,
take refuge in me
in devotional service.
in devotional service.
They are actually Brahman
They are actually Brahman
because they entirely know everything
because they entirely know everything
about transcendental activities.
about transcendental activities.
Yes. So here the Lord is talking about one more category of bhaktas who actually worship Him. Those who worship Him because they actually want moksha, liberation. But to attain liberation, you must first of all acknowledge that you are spirit soul. But acknowledging that your spirit soul itself is not sufficient. So we'll look at details behind the shloka. So Srila Prabhupada writes, this, the sutra is Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am spirit soul. That the Shastras expect you to keep this as one of your foremost goals, which is to understand that you are Brahman, or spirit soul. So this Brahman conception of life, Prabhupada writes, is also in devotional service. So understanding that you're spirit soul and the fact that you've understood that you're Brahman also means that you are a devotee. And Prabhupada writes that the pure devotees are transcendently situated on the Brahman platform and they know everything about transcendental activities. So when the Lord talks about the four pious who approach Him, they are not considered pure. Hence, Prabhupada writes 4 kinds of impure devotees who engage themselves in the transcendental service of the Lord, achieve their respective goals, and by the grace of the Supreme Lord, when they are fully Krishna conscious, they actually enjoy spiritual association with the Supreme Lord. Which means if you exclusively worship Krishna, then you can enter Golok Vrindavan to have personal association with the Supreme Lord. Whereas all the others who are worshipping the Lord for other reasons, they get their respective results. So essentially, Krishna is saying, not everybody gets Krishna. Not everybody gets Krishna Prem. Those who exclusively worship, they will get Krishna Prema. So, so in Shloka number 26, the Lord specifically said that no one can understand him, which means no one can understand the Supreme Lord by their own intelligence or by their own intellect. But here in this verse, he seems to be contradicting himself. He says that God can be known, but God can only be known when the Lord himself showers his grace upon you. And generally, the Lord showers his grace on those who are surrendered to him. So those devotees who surrender to him completely are those devotees who receive Lord Krishna's grace. So some spiritual seekers may think that Atma Jnana, which is Aham Brahmasmi, that or knowledge of the self is actually the ultimate goal of human life. But that's not the ultimate goal. It's just the first step. That's why Krishna speaks about the spirit soul in such detail in the second chapter. That's the first element of confidential knowledge, is to understand that you're the spirit soul. But understanding that you're spirit soul is just a tiny drop in the ocean of transcendental knowledge. And that ocean of transcendental knowledge is actually called Brahma Jnana. So there is Atma Jnana and Brahma Jnana. Brahma Jnana is actually knowledge of the Supreme Lord. So just by understanding that you're spirit soul, there's no way you can understand everything in the cosmos. But by understanding who the Supreme Lord is, you automatically know everything, because you know, if you know the Supreme Lord, you know that everything belongs to him, that everything was created by him. So by just knowing a drop in the ocean, you truly cannot fathom the ocean. You cannot understand the depth of the ocean. You cannot understand the power of the ocean just by understanding one drop of the ocean. Therefore, Atma Jnana cannot be in any way equal to Brahma Jnana. However, Atma Jnana is the starting point to understand Brahma Jnana. So this is the actual essence of this shloka.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.